How's it going, everyone? This is Daniel. In this video, we are going to be talking about Tesla stock and the overall stock market. We're going to go around and look at it exactly. Is it a good idea to buy Tesla stock ahead of the stock split, or is it better to buy Tesla after the stock split? We're also going to go over and look at some of the big tech companies that recently did a stock split. We're going to be looking at what kind of price action can we expect after the stock split. So we're going to be covering all this important information, so make sure you stay tuned. And now let's get right into the video. So as you can see over here, we have Tesla stock. Unfortunately, it's down 2.28% to the downside. There are some important headlines that came out for Tesla, but when you also look at the overall market, it has aggressively sold off to the downside. We have more than a 2% pullback that happened across the board. So as you can see, we have big tech companies, Microsoft down 2%, Apple, which has been gone up significantly, pulling back more than 2%, Amazon down 3.62%. Later on, we're going to be going over and looking at some of the price action that we saw when Amazon did a stock split a few months ago. And we're also going to go over Google, which also did a stock split, Meta down. So across the board, every sector literally just pulled back to the downside. Even energy stocks have pulled back. So let's talk about some of the important headlines that came out for Tesla. As you can see, we have Tesla stock falls as Tesla hikes FSD prices. They increased their price by $15,000 in September, so which is really good when it comes to some of the revenue and some of the profit that they can make. And it was expected as the technology progresses, they're going to be increasing the prices. So it's not really a big surprise for people that follow Tesla, of course. But if you're somebody that wants to buy the vehicle now, it's going to be $50,000 expensive if you want to have the FSD full self-driving feature. So let's go over and talk about exactly what to expect for Tesla. Of course, we are going to be getting the stock split in August 24, and it's going to be taking place. It's going to go into effect in August 25th. So we only have 2 days before we see a new price change for Tesla. So let's talk about exactly what to expect. So when you look at Tesla stock right now, we have a pretty strong support around $850 to $845 area right around over here. So the overall market is looking pretty weak. And later on, we're going to be talking about what are some important economic indicators we need to be watching out for the overall market that could have some impact on Tesla. But the majority of the time, when you look at the big tech companies that recently did a stock split, their stocks had aggressively sold off after the stock split. So if you're somebody that wants to buy ahead of the stock split, it could be a little dangerous in a way when you look at some of the recent stock split companies, like let's say for Amazon. This is the day that they did a stock split, and then as you can see over here, the next consecutive days it had aggressively sold off. Of course, it recovered pretty well. We had the earnings announcement that kind of helped it too, and overall it has seen a significant bounce after the stock split. So you could have bought it ahead of the stock split. You see there's a lot of excitement going into the stock split. Also, the overall market was also bouncing at this time, so there is that some influence with the overall market too. But however, it definitely sold off aggressively to the downside. Also, when you look at Google, which recently did a stock split at the same time too. So as you can see, it did a stock split, and the stock, unfortunately, it dipped aggressively to the downside and then it recovered. So depending upon what kind of investor, kind of trader that you are, if you're a long-term investor, of course, buying the pullback, buying the dip, it is really great. However, if you're somebody that's want to speculate, or if you want to be trading and things like that, it could be a great opportunity to potentially, buy or, get in a short position if you want to quickly scalp it for a day trade and things like that. When the stock split happens, it could pull back. You can do that, but of course it's very risky. But some of the price action that we're expecting based off of this big tech companies and how they perform after the stock split, we might see Tesla pulling back to the downside. So that is going to be for the short-term traders. Of course, if you're a long-term investor, you could buy it right now ahead of the stock split, and even if it dips, you can buy more, and if it recovers, you can buy more and more and more. So it really is not going to matter, because your horizon is definitely for the long term. So we definitely going to be seeing this massive up and downs like that we saw over here for the past several months. When we get different headlines, different big news for Tesla, when Elon Musk is doing different things that can have an impact on Tesla too. We have the lawsuits and etc. So there's a lot of things that can have an impact with Tesla going up and down a lot. So just buying it in and investing for the long term and just averaging in depending upon if the stock goes up or down. It doesn't really matter for long-term investors. So those are going to be the two important things to question yourself. Like, are you going to be a long-term holder, or are you just going to be speculating in the short term? So, but let me know in the comments section below what you think is going to be happening with the Tesla stock, after the stock split. And can we actually see a bounce ahead of the stock split too? So let me know in the comments section below. But overall, not only that the stock split is going to be affecting Tesla, also we have some important economic indicators that can have an impact, right? So the overall market has been pulling back to the downside. As you can see over here, it broke below the key support level that we're watching, which was around 415. It went below it and it closed below it. So depending upon some of the really important headlines, that economic data that we're going to be getting pretty soon, we might see another pullback or recovery. So we're still holding strong with S&P 500. We're still above the bear market territory, but the Nasdaq went below the bear market territory. So the Nasdaq is officially like in a bear market again. It's below 20%. But overall, we are going to be getting some important economic data, which is going to be the manufacturing PMI tomorrow at 9:45 a.m. We have new home sales also going to be coming out tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And also we have the U.S. service PMI is going to be also coming out at 9:45 p.m. So recently, these kind of, this important economic data can have a huge move with the overall market. And depending upon what the overall market does, it can definitely have also some impact with Tesla stock too. So overall, the most important price point levels we need to be watching out for Tesla is going to be around 845, 850 area. And if we break below it, we're going to be watching around $700 to $800 area right around over here. And if we have an aggressive rally that happened to the upside, we definitely need to be watching $900 and $950 because it has tested $950 several times. And it seems like it's very strong resistance price point for Tesla in the short term. So, but let me know in the comments below what you think about Tesla, what is going to be happening with the stock split. Are you happy about the stock split? I'll love to hear your opinion. Of course, I'll catch you guys on another video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, make sure you hit the like button so a lot of people can actually, watch the video. If you like the video, it can have a greater reach to other people that are interested in Tesla stock too. So I really appreciate that. But I'll catch you guys on another video. Have a wonderful day.